This is the Oppo Reno15. It's a mid-ranger that might not stick out to you just by glancing at the specs, but its camera results took us by surprise. So is the Reno15 the mid-range phone to put on your wish list? Let's find out. The Oppo Reno15 is a mid-sized phone, but still stands taller than the Reno15 Pro. That one's called the Mini in some markets. You get a high-end selfie cam here and rear triple cameras, and we'll dive into those in a bit. On top of that, the Reno15 packs a high-res display, a large battery, a bunch of AI software features, and flagship-grade ingress protection. The look is something I haven't seen before. You actually get the northern lights etched onto the back of the phone in this Aurora white colorway. 'Tis the season, as they say, and the Reno can keep up that winter spirit all year round. The Reno15's OLED display is a bit higher res than what you usually see on a mid-ranger. And it feels quite smooth thanks to its high refresh rate. This can dial down as low as 60 Hz to save energy. The screen falls behind other competitors when it comes to brightness though. We measured a maximum of less than 1200 nits in automatic brightness mode, and when measuring a smaller portion of the screen, the highest we saw was 1300 nits. While I didn't run into problems with sunlight legibility, this will prevent HDR photos and videos from displaying properly. The Reno15 has stereo speakers, and they tested with good loudness, plenty of bass, and clear highs, and the quality sounds rich and deep too. Our audio comparison tool is linked below. There's also an option for a volume boost marked 300%. It brings the loudness to a very good rating on our test scale, but the audio quality goes downhill. Using the phone's under-display optical fingerprint reader is a breeze. The phone also has an IR blaster on board to control other devices with. The interface of the phone is Oppo's ColorOS 16 running on top of Android 16. It's not far away from what you get on phones from sister companies Realme and OnePlus. In the app drawer, you get a tab where your apps are automatically grouped into categories. The smart sidebar holds shortcuts which open apps in a pop-up window. You can minimize these and call them back up later. The Reno15 is packed full of AI-based features too. There's a search on the home screen which lets you look for functions within your settings and supported apps. The Mindspace is AI-powered. It's a place where you can keep and organize your screenshots and notes. And other AI features include text generation, translation, and reading text out loud to you. You get tools for generating images and giving a new look to your existing images. And there are also AI-based photo editing tools in the gallery as well. Oppo promises that the Reno will get 5 years of major ColorOS updates and 6 years of security patches. Now we get into the chipset. It's a Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, and as I mentioned, it's less powerful than what you get on the Reno15 Pro. But how much less? Let's see the benchmarks. In CPU tests, the Reno15 sits a ways behind the Pro model, but is far from the bottom of the charts. It's right in the middle, as befitting a mid-ranger. Graphics tests again show a large gap between the Reno15 and the Pro, but the scores are still solid for the class. Overall, this is no flagship performance, but everyday tasks run smoothly, and there's enough power for some gaming too. We did see some CPU throttling during our prolonged stress tests, so while the Reno15's thermal management isn't bad, it could be better. We've seen other phones with the same chipset show hardly any throttling in the same test. The Reno15 has quite a large battery at 6500 mAh. That's not anything unusual these days, and in our testing, the Reno15 kept up with the competition, with a great active use score of about 16.5 hours. The Reno supports 80 watts Super VOOC charging, and we got the charger in the box. With it, we charged the phone from 0 to 68% in half an hour, and a full charge took about an hour. Not bad for the size of this battery. Now the Reno15's cameras, which on the back include a main camera, a 3.5x telephoto zoom, and an ultra-wide cam with autofocus. There's also a 50 megapixel autofocusing selfie cam, the same as you get on the higher-end Pro model. The selfies are excellent, among the best around for phones in this price range. They're sharp and detailed, with lively skin tones and an extra wide field of view. Stick around at the end of this video to see the selfie video quality. Overall, the Reno15 is quite capable when it comes to taking stills, especially for the class. During the day, all 3 rear cameras do a good job, even the unassuming 8 megapixel ultra-wide. And portraits come out great as well, from both the main and the zoom camera. And in the dark, the Reno15 continues with solid all-around quality, as long as it's using the cameras themselves and not a digital crop to zoom. When recording videos, the quality is good, at least from the main and the zoom cameras. Unlike the ultra-wide, these cameras can shoot in 4K. And even at night, these cameras hold up well. The main cam's electronic stabilization is just a tad less than ideal though, with some leftover jitters. So there you have it, the Oppo Reno15. It's got this eye-catching winter-themed design, and what really impressed us were the cameras, especially the selfie cam. Otherwise, in our testing, the Reno didn't really stand out from the pack. The phone is also on the pricier side at launch. So, while the Reno is pretty solid, if the cameras aren't your priority, it might be worth it to shop around for a better deal. Thanks for watching, guys. Here are a couple of alternatives you can check out, the Motorola Edge 70 and the OnePlus 15R. Let us know what you think down below, and I'll see you on the next one.